Hey guys, it's Pickles, and in today's video I will be showcasing and comparing 3 different bone meal farms. In the first farm, it gets around 15 to 20 bone meal. Pros, it's small, simple, has few resources, and is modular. Cons, slow, inefficient because some of the cacti get deleted when landing on itself. For the first farm, you will start by placing 8 sand blocks in a 2x4 pattern with a block in between. Then you will build a perimeter around the sand 1 block away from it. Place in 2 water buckets in any of the corners, and go ahead and place your cacti on the sand. Go ahead and place fence posts in between all the cacti, and punch out in any unnecessary fence posts. Dig down by 4 blocks, and place a chest, a hopper, a composter, and another hopper. Stair down to your chest, and that is all for the first build. The second farm is a 0-tick farm that gets around 2,000 bone meal per hour. It's got a couple of pros and a couple of cons. Pros, it's fast, compact, and mid on resources. Cons, uses a mid amount of resources, and due to the fact that it works on a bug, could be fixed at any time. Start by placing 8 blocks in a row with a space in between and a 2x8 behind that. Place 8 sticky pistons on the second row of solid blocks and sand on the first row of solid blocks. One away from the empty space, we're going to go ahead and make a redstone clock. Start by building a T and taking out the middle block. Place a redstone repeater facing to the left, a redstone torch underneath it, and a redstone dust to the left. Place a lever on it and go ahead and shut it off. Run that redstone line all the way along the back side of the pistons. Now that our pistons are extended, go ahead and place sand over the top and build a perimeter around the outside. On the block above the sticky piston, place another row of blocks and a row of pistons. And go ahead and encase that in a perimeter of solid blocks. Build out by 3 glass on either side. In the middle glass block, build out all the way across with signs. Now we're going to build our storage. Go ahead and remove 1 block underneath the build and place in 4 large chests. Place a row of glass panes above the hopper and another row above that. You'll see why only 2 rows here in a second. Place a row of upper slabs and a row of trap doors in front of that. Now waterlog all the upper slabs and open the trapdoors and place in your kelp. Place a temporary block and a block above that. Place 2 blocks to the side facing into your first block. Place a redstone repeater at 2 ticks with a piece of dust on either side of that. Place a temporary block and another block, build out by 1 and up by 1. Build over behind the pistons and run a redstone line all the way across. Now make sure not to let those 2 redstone dusts connect, and place a redstone torch underneath your unlit redstone dust. Now flip the lever and you're good to run. The third build is a moss farm designed by Silent Sweeper and gets somewhere around 3,800 Bonemeal per hour. Pros, it's fast, efficient, and fully automated. Cons, it's large, is heavy on resources, and uses a game mechanic that could change in a future update. Start by placing a moss block with a redstone dust, another block with the repeater facing in, a block behind that with a comparator facing in. Place a temporary block and make a hopper clock. Come back over to your moss block and place a dispenser facing in with a hopper on the other side. Now place a line of 4 hoppers, all funneling away from you. Place a temporary block behind the moss block with a piston facing in towards the moss block. Place a redstone torch here with a block above it and a redstone torch to the side. Once we get that done, we're going to go ahead and surround the moss block with solid blocks. Now make a 7x7 platform of upper slabs using the moss block as the center block and remove the corners. Place another layer of solid blocks around the moss block and above the piston, and cover those with another upper layer of slabs, this time making a 7x7 centered around the moss block with the corners intact. Once you get done with the platform, place 2 redstone dust on the hoppers with a solid block and another redstone dust. On the back side of the build, place 3 redstone blocks, 2 upper slabs, and 2 blocks with levers. Now follow the rail and power rail layout. On the front side of the build, place a temporary block and another block above it and 3 to the side with levers underneath and turn them on. Over in the corner, build up by 3 blocks and place a piston facing down. Here we will build a 7x7 piston platform with the corners removed. Place redstone dust on top of all of the pistons. Place pistons along the upper slabs and along the ground. Place pistons facing up along the bottom obsidian. Place a block here and upper slabs along the line. Place a temporary block and a block above that and 2 more upper slabs. Place a redstone dust here and here, and a redstone repeater here set to 3 ticks. Fill this area in with glass. Place pistons facing in on the back side of the glass. Put 2 glass on either side of the pistons, and fill this area with stone. Use a solid block on the back side of the pistons, replace this block with a solid block and an upper slab, and place redstone dust here. Now waterlog all of your pistons. Now place glass one above and all around your stone. Place a bucket of lava with blocks above the lava. Place a temporary block here with an observer facing out. Destroy that block. Place a block here and destroy this block. Place pistons facing out with a block above and redstone all along this line. Place another 2 rows of glass here. Place a row of pistons facing you. 2 glass on either side of the pistons. Fill this area with stone. Place solid blocks on the back side. Waterlog all of your pistons. Now place glass 1 block above and all around your stone. Place a bucket of lava in the middle. Place a row of pistons facing down with a row of obsidian above that. Place another row of obsidian along the edge of your piston platform. Replace the glass block with a solid block and 2 more solid blocks next to it. Place redstone dust along the side and up into a repeater on 3 ticks and another line of redstone dust. We will be repeating the same process as we did on the other side over here, just mirrored. Now it's time to make the main redstone clock. Place a sticky piston here with an observer facing away from the farm. Place a redstone dust here with one block above it, one block to the side, and one block over and up. Place a redstone repeater set to 2 ticks and a redstone torch here. Put a lever on it. Place a sticky piston facing up, replace this glass with a solid block, and another observer facing away from the farm. Now flip the lever. If everything was put together right, it should start making stone. Now we're going to repeat this process on the other side. Now that we're done with the redstone clock, we're going to place glass underneath the obsidian and around the front of the farm. For the final switch of the farm, place a solid block here, a temporary block here, and a solid block here. Place a row of upper slabs here, a solid block here, and another upper slab connected to this torch. Place a redstone repeater here, and a line of redstone connecting all the way across. Place a temporary block here and an upper slab here with a facing out set to 3 ticks. And place a solid block here. Back up at the top of the build, place a redstone dust and a repeater set to 3 ticks. I set it to 4 by accident, leading into a solid block with a redstone dust above it and a lever. Remove the 2 levers you placed earlier and give the farm a try. On the back side of our farm, we're going to start a collection system by placing a row of upper slabs along with some detector rails, solid blocks with detector rails on top temporarily to make sure the other ones are diagonal. Place a row of upper slabs here with a row of comparators leading out. Place a row of solid blocks with redstone torches on top. Above the redstone torches, place a row of solid blocks with another row of redstone torches off to the side. Above those redstone torches, place another row of solid blocks. Place a row of upper slabs along the side of the redstone torches with a redstone dust, redstone repeater, redstone dust, redstone repeater, redstone dust. Now place sticky pistons facing down. On the underside of the sticky piston, place a row of fence gates. Above the sticky pistons, place a row of solid blocks extending by 1, and another row of solid blocks over the redstone dust. Place redstone dust here with a torch on the end. Place an observer facing the redstone dust and 5 top slabs in this area. Place a comparator facing into the torch and one facing away from the torch and connect these with redstone. Place a solid block here. This redstone circuit will slowly decay when we shut off the farm, allowing us to collect every little bit of what's left in the farm when we shut it off. Now place in your minecart hoppers on top of the detector rails, and down below we are going to make our collection system. Place 2 rows of 5 hoppers. Place a row of 5 powered rails, but make sure they're straight and not sideways. Now place glass panes on top of the first row of hoppers. And place your hopper minecarts on the back side, pushing them into the glass panes. You may need to remove the half slabs in order to do this. Dig out a 3x5 3 deep hole underneath your hoppers. Staircase out. And place composters underneath every hopper you have. On the ground underneath the composters, place 4 double wide chests and 3 power rails. Power them using a lever in the wall. Underneath every composter you have, place a hopper facing down. Now run a line of hoppers out to right underneath that of obsidian block. Above this hopper, place a chest, and above the chest, place another hopper with a powered rail. Now connect your rail line. Place at least 3 bone meal in this chest. Start your farm, and that's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.